Hello everybody. So today I'd like to address a couple of concepts that I keep hearing, like mentioned, a couple of words that I simply do not agree with. I used to agree with them, I used to believe they're a thing, but I no longer do so. Let's take the first one. I would say anxiety, okay? And I hear this a ton. I hear it a lot in like on Facebook, on the internet, in various places online. Just, oh my God, I'm having anxiety about this. My anxiety prevents me from doing this and that. Oh my God, is anybody else suffering with anxiety? My answer to all of this altogether is there is no such thing. The label is useless. It's a very ineffective label to address an actual issue that's actually there. Okay, so I invite you maybe for a week or something to start thinking in these terms. There is no anxiety. What's actually there, if you look way closer, like in meditation or outside, I don't care, is that you're blocking your breath. Let this swirl in your head around like for a bit. That's all it is. It's like if normally you're, at least for some people this is normal. Didn't used to be for me like this, but now it is. So if normally you're in your body and you're processing surrounding reality in real time, you're just responding to what's here, and if what's here isn't scary, you're not scared. If that's normal, then what people call anxiety is when they take their attention from out here now and do it and take it in a corner of their head somewhere, some simulation of some, oh my God, what could happen? Oh my God, this happened. And like, what if it happens again? What if it happens again? Right? And you keep processing, neurons start firing faster and faster and faster because that seems like a real crisis, but it isn't. But it seems like it. And now the big, immense trick about this is that for you to do this, for you to put this amount of attentional energy into some labyrinth wiggle in your head that's completely broken off from reality, for you to do that, you have to stop breath, you have to block breath or keep it very shallow, and also your arms and fingers will go generally limp. Okay, they will not be like this, they will not be playing, they will not be doing anything useful because the energy, the electrical current will be out of them, the blood flow as well will be out of them, and okay, so what I found, and I'm highly familiar with this, like I know I seem like I have some sort of like now I'm not as afraid as maybe most pedestrians would be of various things. I don't need to pop any pills, I don't need to see any doctors or therapists or anything, but I wasn't always quite like this. Okay, some years ago I was, let's say when I was a teenager, I was afraid to go out on the street some days. And for no actual reasons like assault or my streets weren't dangerous. It's just I had emotional issues inside. When people looked at me, my heart would race. But I didn't know there was no video to explain to me what I'm explaining to you now. That your breath cycle is where it's at. It's not here. It's not here almost at all. So, I mean, it doesn't matter if you go and get lost in this side of the labyrinth with the past and what past trauma happened and whatever, or if you go in this side of the labyrinth and you start worrying about the future and money and jobs and whatever, it doesn't matter which side of the labyrinth you get lost in. For you to be in the labyrinth of worries at all, you have to have forgotten to breathe. So, if and when you break the cycle of the You see that just like the 2 seconds of where it's not breathing. No, if you keep your breath cycle continuous, you're done. You're out. That's it. End of story. No pills, no Wellbutrin, no weird pharma chemicals messing with your brain, making you impotent and sleepless and causing you to jump off bridges. Nothing of the sort, you know. This is a known human issue since the Buddha times and probably way before, and the solution is also known. And also the tendency for people, especially richer people with monetary power, to take shortcuts, to somehow get some herb to fix them, to get opium, to get whatever. Didn't really work, ever. Not really, not for too long. Because the more dependent you are on the herb, the more unable you remain to flow your own emotions. And basically, when you have kids, you can't teach them how to flow their emotions, and then they will have to be dependent on the herb or some cigarettes, alcohol, whatever. So much for anxiety. So there is no anxiety. There's just you blocking breath, overthinking, under-breathing about something, and the solutions are dime a dozen. Go outside and run. Sprint, actually. Don't run slow. Sprint to make your body gasp for air. Another one is hold your breath. So if the problem is breath holding, like unconscious breath holding, but just a little bit, the solution is quite interesting, is you close your eyes and and you keep eyes closed while doing this. The second part, you see, the gasping for air. This is something that the anxious or depressed person will tend to avoid as much as possible. Breathing eyes closed, holding eyes closed for, But if you work with it, it will work with you. So that's the cycle. Hold breath for as long as you can, as if underwater, with eyes closed, and then when you're done and your body starts breathing and gasping for air, keep them closed for as long as it takes. If you find your mind is still racing, do another one. Do another one, do another one. Sports, massage, sex, swimming, jumping on a trampoline, biking, skateboarding, anything that is like flow art, like juggling. Anything that you do that if you zone out for half a second, you hit yourself over the head, will take you out of the anxiety thing. Because you have to be here, to catch the ball while you're juggling, you have to be here now. If your mind goes to whatever is in your, you drop the juggling balls and you start noticing, hey, I zone out 5 times a minute. This is crap. Okay, so much for anxiety. If you have any challenge to this theory, please come ahead and express it. I've never seen it intelligently challenged before. That's all it is. It's just breath. And if the whole Western medicine, pharma industry stuff actually addressed this more, there would be no need for the immense quantities of pharmaceuticals that ruin people's livers and kidneys and whatnot. But that's the easy way out. That's the profitable money-making way for some of these corporations. So it's in their interest to keep having people talk in this bullshit language. I'm having anxiety. Yeah, my therapist, I'm going to my therapist for my anxiety because I can't breathe my breaths and I don't feel like taking time to train my breathing. That's about it.